So, I haven't talked about Star Wars in a long time, and that's because I have not cared in a while. Not to the point where I don't even care about discussing Star Wars in a negative way, but I just want to reinstate the fact that Disney has fully ruined the brand. And the fact of the matter is, there's been recent news that the fact that they are getting another writer to do the Ray Palpatine movie, I'm like, they really love losing money, don't you? Disney is never going to listen to fans. They're never going to hire people who actually care about the franchise. As long as Kathleen Kennedy's there, it's not going to be good. And even when she's gone, it's also going to be bad because another person will just take her place to continue doing her crap. Her crap Star Wars with her crap characters. Because Star Wars hasn't been Star Wars since 2012, okay? I used to love Star Wars. I loved the original 6 movies. I loved both animated series, the Micro Clone Wars and the 3D Clone Wars. And I did at one point like Star Wars Rebels, albeit I had a lot of problems with that. But ever since like a couple of years ago, I've completely just given up on the franchise. The last true show I watched from beginning to end was Obi-Wan, and I didn't even want to watch it initially. I was so fed up at that point that I didn't even want to watch it, but I was convinced by relatives to at least give it a chance, and I was like, okay. And then I watched it, and I'm like, yeah, I had a very reason to not even care about watching it. I thought I was going to be done with Star Wars after Boba Fett, but then Obi-Wan was like, hold my Bud Light. I watched that, and I literally never watched anything else after that. Never watched any more of Bad Batch beyond Season 1. Never watched Skeleton Crew. I never watched that crap Acolyte. Never watched Ahsoka, okay? Yeah, instead of Ahsoka, because Ahsoka from Clone Wars is not the same Ahsoka that's in Ahsoka, okay? Which unfortunately was the last TV series and last ever thing that had the late Ray Stevenson in it. May him rest in peace. But the point is, Star Wars is so irrelevant at this point that Dune is literally more exciting. I know there was that Dune TV show that people thought was terrible, and I didn't watch it either. I haven't watched really any of the Dune movies. They don't seem to be my type of movies because I just find them really slow and boring. But the fact that we live in a world where Dune, the very thing that inspired Star Wars in the first place, is now more popular than Star Wars itself is just baffling. And Dune's not a mainstream appeal unlike Star Wars because Dune's very, 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 I don't know what to describe it. It's just, it's not Star Wars, even though it's a space opera. But even though it has nothing to do with Star Wars, despite the fact that it inspired elements of it, it's at least more relevant. That sci-fi fantasy universe has more relevancy than Star Wars, okay? People don't care about Star Wars. They don't care about Star Trek anymore either. They don't care about Doctor Who. They care about Dune. They care about Avatar. And they care about, like, any other sci-fi thing. I would probably count Fallout as sci-fi, although I don't know if that's a really good statement. Like, that's sci-fi and not sci-fi fantasy. That is just sci-fi, but I don't even think I should call it that. It's more like, you know what Fallout is. If you know what Fallout is, it's the post-apocalyptic nuclear science. It's science fiction horror basically, because it whatever. The point is that Dune literally keeps getting more movies, whereas Star Wars hasn't had a movie since 2019. And the next Star Wars movie that's actually going to come out, Mando and Grogu, that's going to flop, and that's going to result probably in the Rey movie never coming out. Like, it's already doubtful of it ever coming out. But the fact is, no one cares about Rey because Rey is a terrible character. Star Wars literally needs to get out of the ownership of Disney. Same with Marvel. Same with anything Disney's bought, because Disney can't be trusted with anything. Okay? Star Wars is dead. There is nothing that Disney can do to save it. Dave Filoni sure ain't. Dave Filoni simps, get over yourselves. Dave Filoni ain't saving crap. He hasn't been good since George Lucas was his boss, okay? But anyways, what do you guys think of this video? Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.